Saints-Bucs. Saints by 8 at Tampa. Over under 55.5. These teams played in week 1. The Bucs beat the Saints at New Orleans 48-40. It was a fun game. That was in the beginning of the season when we were all looking at the Saints going, wow, their defense wasn't good last year. It was a fluke. Well, it turns out they straightened themselves out. Bucs are 4-2 at home now. They won 2 straight over the 49ers and the Panthers. They can certainly score. Their defense is not very good. Interesting thing here. So the Saints looked like they were going to steamroll everybody. Then they ran into the week ago yesterday. They lost at Dallas, which kind of showed they're mortal. But I mean, I don't think that game was an indictment of the Saints. It was all right. They lost on the road to a pretty solid team. The one issue in this game, rain, morning thunderstorms, possibly more in the afternoon. It could, I mean, if there's slop, like thunderstorms and some wind, the wind is probably, I saw 13 miles an hour. It's hard to predict now. It's 3 days ahead, 2 days ahead. But if it's sloppy, I tend to think that can favor offense sometimes. But I wonder if it makes the game closer. Like it doesn't. I think that sort of levels the playing field sometimes if it's bad.
Yeah, I suppose it's I love the fact that we're talking about weather conditions and then how you should, manage your financial portfolio based on that. And so this whole industry we're in, John, is so random, like what we talk about for how you should bet a game. Anyway, regardless of that, the other thing with last week against the Cowboys, I mean, it's a curse of the Thursday night road team. I mean, that's just what happens sometimes. You go on the road on a Thursday night after you beat, one of your biggest rivals the week before in the Falcons. That happens. Saints are still a team who can put up 40 points, about 50 points against just about anybody. What's funny is the Buccaneers' offense has been great the last couple of weeks, but the defense has been pretty good. So it's kind of a weird trend with that team where the roles are reversed a little bit. But traditionally, the Buccaneers are not very good at home against the Saints. Saints usually come in and roll pretty easily. And that 48-40 game earlier this year, that doesn't seem like a lifetime ago. Like I barely even remember that game was this year.
Right.
But the Saints defense now is basically average, which is good enough to win this game. The last 4 weeks they've averaged they've averaged giving up 289 yards a game, and 13 points given up. So all of a sudden the last month or so that Saints defense has been pretty good. I don't think they're gonna have any issues here. I think they're gonna roll. Okay.
I think the Bucs are gonna keep it close. I think they're gonna make it respectable. I actually like the way Jameis is playing right now. So I mean, I could see that. Look, if we were to talk next week, and this turned out to be a 45-20 Saints win, you're not going to shock me. But I think the Bucs are going to keep it close. So we've got on Pickwatch. Let's see, 66% of the experts are taking the Saints and giving the points. 70% of the fans taking the Saints, giving the points. I'm on an island. That's fine.